So good morning to all. Hope you are doing great. So today in this video, we'll be discussing about the basics of technical analysis. So you can see from the thumbnail itself that today's topic is going to be on support and resistance. So we come across this particular terms in our regular videos. So when we discuss in our stocks diary channel, so whenever we go to the technical chart, so we come across the terms called the stock is taking the support near the particular level, and similarly we say that it is at a resistive region. So what are those terms? Basically, what is support, what is resistance? So we'll try to understand in this particular video. So each and everything related to this particular terms will be clear. So your duty is only to watch the video till end, and you need to share to the people who are in need to learn something new related to stock market. So already we have discussed two videos regarding options trading as well as how to select stocks in just 5 minutes. So for that particular video we got a very good response. So I'm hoping that the whatever we discuss in coming videos, so all will be enjoyed by you people, and as usual you'll encourage and support me to continue regular videos. So let's start our discussion. So before that, if you're new to the channel, then definitely subscribe the channel and also press the bell icon to get instantly notified. Okay, so let's start our discussion on support and resistance. So this is the basics of technical analysis. So in the coming series that you're going to discuss on this particular concept, so in that we'll discuss what are candlesticks patterns, so what are various indicators that we basically employ in our day-to-day charts. So all those things will be covered in the next part of the videos. So the first part is support and resistance, which is the very basic part of technical analysis. So beginners, you need to pay full attention if you're first time to this particular terms like what is support and what is resistance. So basically we know that whenever we go to technical charts, we see a particular chart pattern. So whether it may be a uptrend stock or similarly whether it may be a downtrend stock, but always we know that never ever a stock continuously comes down, and same way never a stock continuously goes up. I'm talking about stocks which are fundamentally strong, that is large cap companies. So what happens ultimately, so there we have a particular region from where any stock retraces, and in the same way there may be a particular region from where the stock reverses. So that is what is called support and resistance. So the region from where the stock is reversing is called reversal zone, and in the same way from where the stock is having a pullback, that is called pullback zone. So we call those terms as support and resistance. So let's say a stock is continuously falling up and it has taken as, let's say it is, I'll take an example. So let's say a stock is falling from 100 rupees, let's say, and it has come to 50 rupees region. Okay, well and good. So we can't confirm that 50 is support. So let's say again it is going up from 50 and it is going to 80 rupees level. Again it is coming to 50 and it is showing some sort of reversal with the help of candlestick patterns. You can identify that. So that is going to be the support region from where the stock will start reversing. So I'll tell you all the steps how to draw support and resistance, or how to identify. So don't worry about that. So only one thing you need to remember, that support is a region where we expect reversal to happen for a stock which is coming from upside to downside, and similarly resistance is the region where the stock tries to break a particular region. So what actually, if we understand in English terms, so clearly you can see whenever you have any support you go up. So that is what the basic meaning, and similarly something which is resisting you to go further, so that is called basically resistance. So same thing applies to stock market also. So whenever any price is trying to go up, so something is resisting there. So a certain sellers are present who are resisting to go up, and same way when stock comes continuously down, so there is something we can say support region from where buyers start coming into the particular stock. So this is the basic terms like what is support and resistance. So now let's understand what are the various steps that are involved to draw the support and resistance. Okay, so let us understand what are the various steps that are involved in support and resistance. So clearly you can see the first step what it is involved is you need to draw at least the lines. Basically we draw the lines in support and resistance. So you need to take the time frame in such a way that it is at least for 3 to 6 months of data points. And if you want to identify for long term, let's say you're a long term investor, so then you need to put a chart of at least 12 to 18 months time frame, so that you will get the better results. So at the end of the video, again I'll tell you one pro tip regarding how exactly we need to draw the support and resistance. But for now, try to understand that as you're increasing the time frame, as you want to go for long term, you need to even increase the time frame. That is, you need to have a very good data. So back testing is very important, especially if you want to draw the support and resistance. So when a stock is going continuously up since let's say 5 to 6 months, so the previous data is also going to play a very important role to draw the support and resistive region. Okay, so remember these points. If you want to do any swing trade, then you need to select a little shorter period of time. And similarly, if you are a long-term investor, you need to set a chart in such a way that you need to have enough data to do the back testing. Okay, so that was the first step. So you need to decide what you're going to do in the market. If you're coming for long-term investing, then you need to set the time frame accordingly. And similarly, if you're coming for a short-term trading, I told you how much data you need to keep on the chart. So lesser data you require for swing trade, and you require pretty good large data for long-term trading. So that is the first step. So hope you have understood that. So now coming to the second step, which is very important. So how to draw the line? So that is very important. So whatever I'll give you example also. Now try to understand that how you're going to draw the line. So once you open the chart, so wherever the regions like the stock is facing hesitation. So let's say a stock is continuously going up and it is consolidating here for a certain period of time. So draw a line there. So draw a line there, and same way this is for a stock going upside. So let us consider in the same way a stock is continuously coming down and it is consolidating here, and draw a line there. So that is going to be the basic lines. You can adjust it later, but for time being, so whatever is visible to you, so try to draw the line. So wherever you're facing any hesitation, or wherever you're feeling that the stock is facing little trouble to come down, or same way it is facing little hesitation to go up, so at that particular regions you need to draw the lines, like what we say sharp reversals at any point of time. Let's say stock is going again, sharp fall is there, so at that particular region you need to draw a line. Okay, so now let us see on real-time charts, and we'll try to understand how actually support and resistance work. Okay, so let us take an example. So this is a chart. So they have taken this from Zerodha. So pause the video for a certain while and think, where can I draw the lines? So wherever you're seeing any hesitation or any restriction, so at that point of time you need to draw the line. So just draw the line. So after that I'll show where the particular region comes where we need to draw the support and resistance. Okay, so hope you have completed. So now let's see how the chart appears when we identify the stock where it is having major restrictions. Okay, so this is the same chart that I've showed you just now. Can you identify? So wherever the stock is facing the resistance, so clearly you can see here is one region where it is facing the resistance, and again you can see here downside is one region where the stock is facing a little resistance. That is not resistance, it is facing a little trouble to go up. So that is the particular region I was talking, and same way you can see here the stock is facing a little trouble either to go upside or either to come down, and same here also the stock is facing the same issue. Okay, so I think these are all the levels that you can identify. So at that particular regions, you need to draw a line in such a way. So can you see whenever the stock is going above this particular level, some bullishness is being seen, and same way when it is coming down, you can see the stock is also falling. So this much importance is present for support and resistance. So drawing the line at the right lines is also very important. So as I told, I'll give you certain pro tip that you need to remember whenever you're drawing any support and resistance. The pro tip is that you need to maximum connect wicks. So we know that a candle will be present like this, right? So you need to draw the lines in such a way that it should cross all the wicks, not the body. So whenever you're drawing any line, so make sure that you're not drawing the line across the candle body, but you're drawing the line across the wicks of the candle. So that is very important. So these are wicks, so the line should cross the wicks but not the candle body. Okay, so in this way we draw the line. So you can see this is the complete picture after identifying all the basic levels. So we draw a line in such a manner, and this is called resistance for the region here. So these candles which are present below the line, so these all candles will face resistance with respect to this particular one, and same way all the candles which are above the particular line, so they will face the support. So for them it is the support, and for the candles which are below the particular line, it will be the resistance. Okay, so let us take another example. So in this particular example, we'll try to understand something much important. So this is going to be second example. So first example, hope you have understood. In second example also, you can see these are the particular regions where we are seeing little hindrance, right? So this is the particular region. You can draw lines here. This is the particular region where the stock is facing hindrance, and same way this is the region called support. Can you see here? I'm drawing the line near the bottom, so that is called the support region. Okay, can you identify? So this, the bottom, all candles come under the support region, and same way when you go up here, so this is called resistive region. Again, this will be the resistance. For all the candles which are below here, they will face the resistance, and same way here also the candles are facing the resistance. So basically resistance word comes whenever the stock is not able to cross a particular region and it will have a pullback, as we discussed at the starting of the video. And same way when the stock is continuously falling, so it takes a certain region where it starts reversing, so that is called support. Okay, so these are the basic terms regarding support and resistance. So I have maximum tried to reduce the complexity and explain to you. So basic steps I have explained. So pro tip, try to remember that you need to connect maximum wicks of the candle but not the body. So if you remember this particular tip, then definitely you can draw any for any chart you can draw any support and resistance. So try to draw the lines on a larger time frame so that you will be benefited in shorter time frame also, because when you draw in large time frame, so when you simplify the charts, so automatically the lines also will be simplified. Okay, so hope you have understood what is support and what is resistance. So practice as much as you can. So take as many charts you can and draw the support by whatever we have discussed, the rules. Definitely you'll be learning something new related to support and resistance, especially for beginners. So further, if you're having any doubt, you can message me in the comment section, and also you can connect me in Instagram. So until then, stay safe, take care, bye bye.